Welcome to the Full Bull Podcast, where we discuss all things Bionano genomics. We hope everyone's doing well and that the information presented here can both inform and entertain. It's important to state that nothing here is financial advice, and no one on the Full Bull Podcast is a financial advisor. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show.
I was saying we just kind of do an interview style, ask him how he got into trading and, shit like that. And then we'll get into maybe just quickly into how the stock's doing today and, just kind of settle some people down, just kind of get people based down to like what's actually happening. And, people are freaking out over it, especially today. I don't know, yesterday, it's understandable. I mean, the price is going down, but there's so many people that are inexperienced and they're just like panicking, and it's like, calm down.
I don't know. I'm up like 6,000% or something.
Yeah, I know.
It's.
I'm in from $1.04, so I'm not freaking out, but I'm trying to keep everyone else from freaking out, and it's a task sometimes. But so Miguel, what kind of got you into trading? How long have you been in the game, so to speak?
I think it was back in 2016. I was like going to uni, but before I went back to uni. I started to study nursing in 2016, 2015. Before I went for my second degree in uni, I was like working different jobs. So I've worked like 25 different jobs. I worked in a prison, one of the UK's most violent prisons. That lasted like a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, no, I don't want to die in here.
Wait, what were you doing in the prison?
I'm a prison officer. Look at these guns.
I feel that.
Yeah, I was a prison officer for a week. I worked in a gym. I tried all these different jobs, and I was just like, man, I just want to build some wealth. Like, how do I build wealth? So I was watching loads of stuff on YouTube, and I was seeing Warren Buffett videos all the time. I was like, how is this man a billionaire? This is crazy. Like, this guy's just getting, compound interest,
and he's never worked a day in his life.
And I was just like, this is mad.
Yeah.
And then I spoke to my friend, and he got me into it. And yeah, I was trading through a bank at first, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I was buying and selling shares. I had Square Inc. I had like some money saved up from working all these jobs, and I bought loads of Square Inc. I literally had put everything into Square Inc. at $9, and I sold it at $12. And I thought, yes, I've made a couple grand. Like, nice. I'm rich. I'm rich now.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe where it is now.
Yeah. What is it at? Like, do you still hold that, or you sold it?
No, after I sold it, I didn't come back into the stock market. I tried to run a business after that. I have like another YouTube channel. It's a Filipino-based one, and I wanted to basically run tours in Philippines. So I took the money that I made from some stocks, and then I just went out into Philippines for 5 months.
Entrepreneur,
became like a blogger, a YouTuber out there. Yeah,
that's really interesting.
So what'd you study in school? Sorry, my stuff's always like, that's cool. Let's do it.
Yeah. My first degree was criminology, and then now I'm studying. I need to finish up my nursing. So I took a break from nursing. I wasn't feeling too good. I had all of these problems in my life. And so I still haven't finished nursing, but I'm finally back on my course. And that's how I'm getting into some of these events. I'm coming in as a student into like ACMG and some of these ones.
Mm-hmm. How did you?
I'm teaching. I'm teaching critical criminology this semester. So like normally I teach philosophy, but sociology is a little down. So I'm teaching sociology 100 and critical criminology. So if you want to talk about that, we can do that.
Sure. Damn, baby's a lecturer. Baby.
We'll have to get you on again when you have more time. I know you only have like half an hour or so. Is that right?
Yeah, I need to help my brother finish up and edit, and then I'm going to go on to.
Yeah,
I need to find.
I was just going to ask how you got into doing YouTube, and why did you?
Oh yeah, when I was always experimenting, trying to be like funny and making silly videos. But when I wanted to start my travel business, I wanted to build social proof first of like my business, that we're not just some dodgy kind of website where you can pick up a kind of tour package. So when I went to Philippines, I wanted to show them, you can go to this island for like £4. You can go to this island for like £3. It's super cheap. I'm running like naked with the island dogs. I'm celebrating. I'm enjoying my life. And it doesn't have to be expensive. We could get you these packages for really cheap. And so, I got into YouTube and I thought, how can I grow this channel fast? And my channel didn't blow up, that Filipino YouTube channel at first when I was out there. As soon as I came back here to the UK, I started to go and let members of the public try Filipino foods, try Filipino dances. I'm good with people, so I can make people do anything. I can just be like, hey man, come, let's dance, and then we'll all be dancing together. Boom. Yeah. And that channel blew up. It went to about 40,000 subscribers. Then the pandemic hit, and I was like, damn, I can't go outside. I can't go and meet people and get to do all these dances, try food and that.
Did you say 40,000 subs?
It's on 46,000 subs
46,
now, but yeah,
nice.
I tried to veer off and do different types of content, but because my audience wants to see different people, they want to see, you know, white people, black people, all different types of cultures trying out foods, dances and that. When I started to do like vlogs from home and stuff like that, it just didn't bang the same. The views went down, and YouTube doesn't even refer it. So with the algorithm, if like the first 100 people or 1,000 people, they don't engage with the video much, don't click on the homepage, or they don't watch the video fully, then it just literally pushes it to the side. Yeah. Somewhere else.
Bottom.
Well, if you ever come out to California, you should. I'll take you to all the cool spots where I busk, and we can do some of that stuff. We can do.
Yeah,
there'll be a big BNGO get together sometime, I'm sure.
On Jeff's yacht for sure. Yeah.
You guys want to come on my yacht.
That would be sick.
Yeah. What got you into BNGO? Was it around like the December, January kind of rush popularity, that viralness that happened?
I can't remember exactly when I saw it. I saw it on another guy's channel, and then when I saw it on his channel, I wanted to look and see what is this stock people are going crazy about, that it started to picking up momentum. And then I tried to learn the basics of it, and I was like, this is difficult for me to understand. So, like, I don't understand this yet. So when I first picked it up, I can't remember what date it was, but it was floating around about the $2 mark, and that's when I first bought BNGO. And then after I covered it, I wasn't sure about genomics, genetics. I didn't fully understand the technology and its capabilities. So I sold it at $4.60. My friend sold it for like a clean profit, juicy profit at $5. And then when I studied more into it, I was like, oh my God, like, oh my gosh, what have I got here?
Same.
Yeah.
I bought it without knowing. It was, you know, what got me bought into BNGO is Dead Inside's video. And I just bought it without asking any questions. Like, I'm into this. And then after doing a little bit of reading and research, like, whoa, this is a lot better than it seems on the surface. Like, there's a lot of potential here. This is going to be a huge company in a few years. And ever since then, it's just been, I've been gobbling up anything I can read or watch on it. And I appreciate your channel. You provide a lot of good information, and you're still on top of BNGO news like every day. So thank you for that, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy because like he doesn't have Vitronk, you know. So like we have somebody that does a lot of hard work for us on the side, kind of. So like I get to be stupid, you know, but it's like it's hard work. The getting into stuff that you don't know what's going on is such a rewarding part of life, you know. And so like it's so cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, I love learning. So this has been a great experience for me. I mean, price goes up, price goes down, but that's just the stock. We're invested in the company, and I think the company is going to be one of the top leaders in the genomics sector. Or in the genomics sector, sorry.
Yeah, I was speaking to somebody who was actually a massive bear. There was such a massive bear, but some of the terminology they were using, they were telling me, because they work in genetics and genomics, they were telling me, oh yeah, I don't think it's going to be like this, like it's going to be like that. And then they told me, but I do think it's going to replace the traditional standards of like cytogenetics. And I was just like,
well, then what the heck?
What are you telling me?
That's it. That's it. That's what we want.
Their argument was basically saying that the reason why it's not being adopted in the clinic and this and that is because genetic editing is far away still compared to the research you can come out with. So they're saying that Bionano genomics is great. Yeah, they're saying great, you can discover this, you can discover that, but you can't implement it into the clinic yet because genetic editing is still far, you know, it's still far away. They need to catch up. So that was their argument for it, that's why people aren't purchasing these sapphires, this and that. But I think that's going to change like very soon with time.
There's so many other avenues too that the system can be used for, like the prenatal testing. postnatal testing, because that you can find out if before the child is even starts developing, if it has any issues, any health problems, any autism, I think leukemia. The list is so long that we can diagnose these infants or even children before they're born, potentially, if the process gets perfected. And you could, because it's dangerous to do the invasive, because they need high UHMW, high molecular weight DNA, right? So that they have a hard time getting that UHMW before the child's born, and there's not enough. There's not enough in the maternal blood.
Yeah. So when they're doing the invasive, what are they doing? Are they taking a swab from within sides?
They're actually putting a needle. They use sonar, or not sonar. Is it sonar? What's that called with the radio gel? Anyway,
that's sonar, right?
Yeah, I think so. They use the needle, and they can see where the needle is, and they take a sample from the placenta, I believe.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you're risking a miscarriage. So that's, I was just starting to read a little more about this, so I don't know much, but it's still an exciting prospect. I'm going to read.
Well, I'm writing a paper right now about screening and diagnostics and a cost-benefit analysis, kind of, and that's going to be huge. When you can overcome the cost towards the benefit, that's always when things turn. And so the paper is going to be kind of right down the line on some bingo stuff, why Pack B is going to go out, why, these kinds of things. So I'll be sure to give that to you early, and you can have a read on that too. It'll be fun.
Juicy. I like that.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was going to tell you guys as well. I'm going to put this in one of my videos, but I was just checking the attendance list of ACMG, and it shows what is the number of all the attendees. And there's over like 2,343 different professionals from different universities in the world. It's huge. Yeah. The event is huge, man.
And the presenters, there's 16 presenters for bingo, and that's what we need. We need those thousands of doctors and scientists to see the potential and the abilities that Sapphire system has, so they can start applying it in their work. So that's how we get adoption, is doing these presentations.
Did you see that thing about Africa and how they're going to build OGM into the guidelines?
The legislature, yeah, and health guidelines.
I can't wait till it comes over here, and also America. Can you imagine?
Oh,
it's crazy.
It's going to be crazy.
We have just someone that commented on our Discord yesterday. I'm just going to quickly read. He is his wife has a doctorate in biochemistry, and he has a math degree and has worked in predictive logistics, and he has over half of his portfolio in BNGO. But he was talking about the postnatal. I'll just read this here. He says he was first started commenting on how people are freaking out and they don't understand the science, asking if it's a scam because the price is going down. He says not many people here understand the science, and it's obvious. Also, the science world is usually slower to adopt. Labs are still using procedures even from the 60s. His wife has worked in genetics and has a doctorate in biochemistry. And he has these 3 different points. 1, BNGO can identify autism and other mental disorders that can't be identified otherwise. 2, they're the only tech right now that can identify liver cancer before it's too late. And 3 is the prenatal and postnatal. So yes, new technologies in science take a while, but let's look at the pre and postnatal. Once it's adopted, and some countries such as Germany already have started, that's huge revenue. But he said, let's use the US as an example. It's 3.5 million births a year. Let's assume just one pre and postnatal test per birth at $100 per they are shooting for. That's 7 billion revenue a year from one country. If you can't wait, then leave. Me and my shares are staying. Yeah. So it's the potential. Once that gets worldwide, like the numbers are astronomical, the billions and billions of dollars. So, but that's something long down the road. But it's something to be excited about.
Yeah. When I was looking at that, I wanted to build a video that basically just shows every single industry that we're going to impact and be in, like genomics. And if you're looking at the studies and how they're building this out, when Eric Homlin was talking about prenatal, postnatal, we're talking about cancer, rare disease, but then he's mentioned agrigenomics as well. And then I looked into the studies about canines. So we've got the whole like pet industry, how that could work out there. And then I looked into also agrigenomics, everything we've worked on, some of our suppliers, Corteva, And then I look at what are they working on? Are they working on biofuels, stuff like that? And they're always working on different strains. Corteva got a deal with Pepsi, so they're working on variations of oats. So it's like constantly they're going to be researching diagnostics and now screening as well. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I saw that study where they're going to increase the yields of the crops by doing the genetic testing and modifications or whatever. That's pretty cool. Another thing that this gentleman from the Discord said was that it could be, or where was it? It could take the place of the DNA. Was it 23andMe or the DNA testing? He says that it can be a more accurate test. Or here it is for Sapphire. Oh, sorry, I'm getting all confused. They could actually use Sapphire for a better ancestries test. So that's a non-medical commercial market that could account for another 15 million tests worldwide a year.
Oof. Yeah. Did you see how many tests they actually did with Ancestry.com and the other one? My sister actually done a test the other day.
I done mine for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent my dogs in last week, so we'll get that data back soon.
How much does it cost to do it where you guys are? The Ancestry thing, is it $100 and something, 150?
Yeah, 169, I think. Yeah.
69, yeah. So just imagine that, like millions of tests. People are curious, but with genetic predisposition as well. When I got into Festival of Genomics and I was listening to the NICE guidelines, I was listening to Genomics England. I think a guy from Illumina was there as well. They were basically talking about all of this consumer demand for genomics and testing. They want to know, everyone wants to know about predisposition to disease. And they said that the market over in America is the one that's fast growing. And they were asking, do you expect that over here to happen in England too? And they were discussing it, talking about it. And the guy who was speaking, this is why I'm always bullish about, building OGM into the guidelines. Because here in England, you have to kind of abide by the guidelines. You want to make sure you have improved patient care. So if they manage to build that in for certain diseases, predispositions, and that, you're going to have it clinically. But they're saying consumer demand is also building up. So you can also imagine earning money from there too. Yeah.
No.
So...
yeah, the more I learn, the more I'm just like, I want more shares. I don't care what the price is right now because it's just exciting.
Yeah, so when I bought at $2. I sold at $4.60, and then I ended up buying at $7. I ended up buying at $10, and I bought above that as well. And then now the price is coming down for me, just for me, innit? Not financial advice, everybody, but for me it's a blessing because I've been buying in, I've been averaging in just piece by piece, and I went super heavy when I came back to the market on Occidental Petroleum, on like Workhorse and some other stocks. So now, as soon as I get cash, I'm considering literally doing street jobs like promo. There's annoying guys in the street who come and get your details and say, hey, come on, join this charity. I'm literally considering any job just so I can buy more.
I'm thinking about things I can sell myself too. I'm like, what do I have that I don't need? I'll buy it again later.
You got to open OnlyFans.
Yeah, right. That'll do great. Oh man, they'd be paying me to not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. There was.
So your averages are like, you guys got in early, didn't you? Quite early. Did you average
88 cents?
I was at $1.04. Yeah, I've been in and out, kind of like moving as required for when it's dead or dropping. I've been back and forth buying the dips, and so right now I'm about. I used to have up to 40,000 shares, but I have about 4,000 now. I got screwed over big time. By GME. We all know how that went.
Yeah.
I got in at 88 cents originally. Me and my thesis advisor have a game that we play with decision theory where we pick stocks that have it's multi-dimensional gradability based on different axes of content analysis. It's not important. I'll show it to you later. But basically, we pick stocks that have certain kinds of screening versus diagnostic abilities, and then we make a calculation for exponentially when that will tip. and BNGO is at the top of that chart. So I bought like 3,000 shares at 88 cents and held until 11, sold that the first time, and then bought it. I think it went down only a little bit, and I was like, I want to get back in. So I bought all the way up to 14. So one of my accounts has a wash that's 1565 is my average, which is above the all-time high. But then one of my accounts has an average of 288 still.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man.
Yeah, my average right now is right around where the price is, like 590, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by some people. Some people were dropping me comments as well saying that they've just sold out because they can't handle seeing like the red in their accounts, the red in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've just done a video, my brother's editing it, but I was just looking at the way that ARK Investors been behaving and the way they've been buying into some of the stocks. And now Nano Dimension, the last like few nights, I think not last night, but 2 nights ago, they were buying like hundreds of thousands of shares of Nano Dimension as it comes down. And I think they might purchase tonight as well because it went down from 7 into the 6s.
Yeah, you put an NDM video like 6 days ago, I think, something like that, 5-6 days ago.
Yeah,
that was a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Was there a new one today? This morning? Did you have an
yeah,
NDM?
I'm doing it just now.
Okay.
It's really interesting as well because not only Nano Dimension, but I was looking at what are they selling? ARK Invest sold out of Adobe, gone. They sold it. Exited over 2 months. They sold out of in one of their portfolios. They sold completely out of PayPal. They had 650 mil in there 2 months ago. It's gone out of the ARK KK innovation portfolio.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been tracking to see what's going to happen, and I wonder at what price point would they see BNGO being attractive to them, and if they'd enter. I know we don't need them, but I'd want to see what institutions are valuing it at.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last offering was at $6, and they didn't get in then, and that's right around the price we're at now. So I don't know. I'm curious too. Like, do they think it's going to drop below that or close to the first offering, or?
Well, they have a responsibility not just to themselves, but to the people who are, investing in those moves. So, like I think if it was just, Kathy or whatever, like she might do it for herself over time. She might have some,
Yeah, that's true.
But the point is they need a certain amount of returns over a certain amount of time, and I think volatility itself is going to be the thing that keeps them out of certain things. Regardless of what Simon said,
they need to see better numbers too. Like they need to see the sales. Like right now, there's 97 systems worldwide. I think 96 or 97, and they need to see more than that. And I think Eric said there should be a 50% increase this year over that to 150.
Yeah.
I think we should buy one.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm gonna buy one, and I'm gonna scan myself, and just so I can, just because I can. Scan,
When
read. I don't know
I
what
next on placement, I'm going to check if some of the hospitals that have placement in are running Sapphire as well. So yeah, I've got like a 5-month placement I need to complete still. I've got 3 months here, another few weeks. So I'll just see if we got a genomics department, see what they're running. That'll be exciting to look into.
Cool.
I would love to make a video where we go and get scanned and go through the whole thing. That'd be so fun.
See what's wrong with me.
I can tell you what's wrong with you.
Gosh. Do you need to get going, Miguel?
I'm gonna help my brother build into it. I've still got like 5-10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna do the tagging for it. But I need to locate the link for it as well. But I'm gonna watch through. There's literally so many people presenting in each video, so I need to watch through lots of stuff in AACR and ACMG. But,
there's lots of good juicy tidbits in there.
Oh, if you see the way that the genomic space is moving, one of the videos I saw, the lady before the guy last night, Dr. Herbert was his name, Dr. Herbert. He was talking about the long range during last night. The lady before, she's working with Queen Mary's Hospital, I think it was in Genomics England, and there was a job post that went up for optical genome mapping from Queen Mary's. I checked into Queen Mary's in one of my videos. They've already got Bionano Genomics Sapphire. So I was thinking, if they're mapping out, using Illumina, they're sequencing all of these. What patients are they? I can't remember what patient it was. But if they're sequencing all of those patients, I was wondering, are they going to optical map as well to double check? So the basic gist of it was, before Dr. Herbert, there was a lady, I think she's from Queen Mary's. I've got a LinkedIn up here. and I can't remember what it was. She was sequencing for the Human Genome Project. It might be. I think that was what she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And at her university where she's working, they do have Bionano Genomics Sapphire. And a few weeks ago, they actually were posting jobs at university for someone who knows how to do optical genome mapping with Bionano. So
Cool.
I was wondering if they're going to be sequencing, will they also be doing optical mapping for the Human Genome Project?
I mean, it makes more sense. Like the thing I talked about it some on one of my segments a couple weeks ago, but like people don't understand how important it is to get the punctuation in sentences. Like if we just looking at sequencing, basically we're just looking at run-on sentences forever. It's like imagine reading Shakespeare with no commas and no periods, right? It's like hard enough as it is, but then you don't know where to pause, where to stop, where like the pieces are. And so like OGM is the thing that really puts the punctuation across DNA. And so like we need more of that, hands down. You know, if it's really going to be the Human Genome Project, we need all the genome stuff.
Yeah, the full picture, man.
Yeah.
But so I think I want to build a video just to show all the different industries that we're currently in, all the studies that we've previously done before, and what the bigger picture is. When we also saw that guy present last night, and he showed that some of these long range technologies can be used in Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. It's huge, man. Huge. Yeah. Can you imagine if you go for a diagnosis? I looked after a person who had dementia. I was on a 1-to-1 with her within a hospital and a placement, and they couldn't diagnose her for a while, and she actually had it. She had it quite young. She was only in her 40s, and she developed dementia. And they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her for a long time. So can you imagine if this becomes like one of the first line treatments in diagnosis?
Yeah, that's pretty wild. That's another thing that this fella from Discord said. He says, people don't remember the study that made the initial pop happen. There was a researcher with autism with severe social anxiety. They used Sapphire to analyze her genome. They changed her diet and kept reanalyzing her genome and confirmed epigenetic change and lessened her social anxiety. This is the first true form of personalized epigenetic Medicare ever. It was too expensive to do on everyone when that study happened, and still is now. But no one else is even remotely close, like in price.
It's bad taste, but I thought you were going to make a joke where you said nobody remembers when they figured out Alzheimer's with OGM.
Oh, good.
No,
I think I have Alzheimer's. I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, no, I'm so scared of Alzheimer's. Like that's what my grandma died of, and like I took care of her too. And it's wild. Like it's wild. And it's like the most scary to me. Like it's way scarier than cancer. Like Alzheimer's.
When you lose your mind, you're losing your memories of your life and your family, and you're looking at your loved ones. You don't know who they are. That's sad. That's very horrible thing.
And and this lady as well, the patient, she got into a looping system, so she could only say like that. So she could fully understand some of the stuff I'm saying, but she could only answer with like that. So I would tell her, this lady was Filipino, that's why they put me on a 1-to-1 with her. But I was telling her like, oh, remember when we used to do this in the morning? We used to like fry up this in the morning, like longaniza, tocino, Filipino foods. And she just says like that. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, looping systems, man. But
yeah, it's pretty amazing all the different lines of use that the Sapphire system has. It's just...
And more will come out. What I don't understand is some people are questioning when these people, lots of them, they show that they have no financial incentive, some of them as well, when coming out. At the beginning of that disclosure, is like a financial disclosure, conflict of interest. Dr. Ebert last night, he says no conflict of interest. So I don't know if he's received any finances or anything, but he said that no conflict of interest. As more researchers come out and they, start to experiment with the Sapphire, and they start to come out with more studies, you can actually look into this disease, this comorbidity. It's going to be crazy. I think because it hasn't really been seen before. And when they're talking about cytopia and talking about structural variations and how important it is, and how we can map up and see structural variations that others can't. And with that leukemia case as well, I think we've got a leukemia thing tonight. But 50% of those patients, 21,000 a year, they say it's a small number. 50% of them are going to die. They said, they'll die. But if you manage to get early diagnosis by using like optical genome mapping, by using gene, all of the other techniques, they don't fully see the structural variations you need to.
Mhm.
If you use optical genome mapping and you find what you need to fix, imagine genetic editing as well.
Once that gets
Happy Woods, yeah,
perfected. Yeah.
just edit it out.
Hmm. Yeah, the future is pretty exciting. Like if they get all these things ironed out and get all this science perfected, then it's some amazing potential for all mankind.
Imagine that.
So basically, what you're saying is never sell, never fucking sell,
Never
right?
sell.
That's
Never sell.
Yeah,
That's the
not
lesson.
financial advice, but yes.
Yeah, never sell. Yeah.
I'm literally, I'm not going to sell it. And I'm thinking as well, after we start to cash flow, if they say what they're going to do, they're going to get 10,000 Sapphire machines, worldwide adoption written into the guidelines. That means, these governing bodies, they have to make sure that all of the healthcare bodies, they use what is in the guidelines. So if it's being used constantly, we're cash flowing. Then I'm thinking, what's the next step for Bionano Genomics? At first, we need to see this. We need to get to this point. But I'm looking far ahead into the game, and I'm thinking, this could be crazy. If we get adoption and they manage to take over that cytogenetic market, and the market's worth this much, they're cash flowing all the time, constantly. Babies are born every single day. Prenatal testing.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from there? Do we go and buy a liquid biopsy company like Simon was saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not a liquid biopsy company, is it? Lineagen?
Simon was talking about actually I don't know that one. Simon was talking about liquid biopsies and saying it's $100 billion industry. And then was it Grail that Illumina tried to buy?
Yeah.
Something to do with Grail. And then there was Agile Technologies, I think it's, or Agilent Technologies. Agilent. They did buy a liquid biopsy company. And Simon was sharing it. And I was just looking to see what others are doing within the industries and what ARC has analyzed and what is to come.
Were you talking about what Simon posted today regarding the liquid or the tumor biopsy?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that yet.
Okay. He has a thread, and I asked him, someone asked about PacBio being, a good application for it. And he had a response and saying at the end that the cost is too high and the throughput isn't there yet. And I said, well, I asked him, what about Bionano? Is the Sapphire system have a good throughput and cost? And he said that he doesn't see Sapphire being used in that application, but Bionano says that it will be and can be. So I don't know. I got to look into that and figure.
Is that for solid tumors or liquid biopsy? Let's talk about solid tumors.
Solid tumors, I think. Yes, it was. Hang on a sec. I have it here.
Never even heard of a liquid tumor. That's crazy, man.
Liquid biopsy.
No,
yeah, it says PacBio's technology, if used for liquid biopsy, could circumvent this to an extent. But anyway, he goes on for a bit and he says their cost and throughput profiles aren't there yet, though. Yeah. And I said, hey, Simon, thanks for this excellent thread. Question: if not PacBio, then is Bionano Genomics Sapphire system up to the task when considering its throughput and cost per sample? The upcoming 14 times throughput prototype is exciting. That would be huge for them, hey? And he replied to me and said that wasn't really an application that the Sapphire would be in, but I've read otherwise from Bionano's website.
Yeah, I know we've got some solid tumors. I don't know if we've got liquid biopsy, but in terms of...
I might be confused and mixed up on that, but I'll look into it more.
Maybe there might be a study. But in terms of liquid biopsies, I was saying that when we start cash flowing and making some money, for further growth, we've been hiring like crazy. But for further growth, if that industry is going to be worth 100 bill and we want a chunk of it, when I was looking at people purchasing, companies for maybe $1 billion now or 670 mil, they were buying these smaller companies that focus on liquid biopsy. If we start to cash flow, we could buy those in the future. So that's what I'm thinking. Then we have a whole different market. We have cytogenetics, we have, research, and then we have a liquid biopsy market to also exploit.
Mhm.
Do you think that we are going to get a synergistic partnership with Illumina if all of these people are
I don't
using
know.
Illumina?
I
And
I
we're
don't know. I think very potentially. I mean, they have a lot of connections. Like they have board members from Illumina on Bionano's board, and they're not far from each other. They have lots of ties. They were in their SEC recent SEC filing.
So that
I can't remember all the details on that, but they have some connections already. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a collaboration kind of thing. Because they
Bingo
can
feet.
complement each other. They complement each other, right?
complementary. Because
Yeah.
Illumina here, they've been killing in England. They've got crazy amounts of contracts with Genomics England, and if we were to get a synergistic partnership with them, be mad,
Mm-hmm.
be crazy.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Yeah. Something
I
to
don't
watch
know.
for.
The thing I see for all kinds of stuff is Bingo is still on this exponential R&D that nobody else is really into right now. People are like missing out on that part. We call it legacy now, but it's not. Is it legacy? I don't know. But when it comes to PAC-B or Illumina, I don't see that exponential growth. Like they don't have that same thought, that same mindset of like, how are we going to get new stuff to do the right things? And so I think like, if you look at like philosophy of technology and stuff, like the curve is what's important. And when it like explodes, it's going to be like when the nano nozzle hits, when Sapphire gets a sequencer that works with basically totally non-invasive ways of doing things, it's going to be insane. It's going to be wild. Like it's going to be no contest.
All the pieces are coming together.
That nano nozzle, man. That nano nozzle. It's gonna be long reads or short reads. Long reads, right?
Long reads, right?
Long read
Would probably
sequencing.
be long read. Yeah.
Yeah,
Considering they have, they have the whole DNA strand stretched out, so I imagine it would be able to read it as it shoots out the other end of the chip. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think it would be a long read.
The guy was also speaking about technologies, and they were saying, will we have? I think it was Dr. Ebert last night. He was saying, will we have something that just does all in one? He said he doesn't think so right now. So right now, everyone's kind of just should be working together. Everyone has a piece of the pie. They all show different stuff. But yeah, in the future, if we do manage to take long read sequencing as well, if we're able to do that, it would be crazy.
Well, I mean, what you want is you want the genetic map and then the long read, and you want the same thing to just put it on top of it so that we know what both are doing and have comparative analyses. If we take one thing and do an OGM on it, take something from the same person and do a long read on it, then we're not really actually getting the same material to give us the same code. So if there's a structural variant in something, and the long read gives us not the structural variant, but everything moving forward and doesn't actually show us what's different, we don't actually have data to compare to the way that we want to, right? It'd be like looking at my house, looking at my neighbor's house that are fairly similar in size, right? We take a picture of one and then we go and we do like LiDAR on the other one and be like, all right, how are they compared? Well, they're not really comparable. They're just close. You see what I mean? I mean, it's not exactly a good analogy, but.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's a good analogy with the LiDAR, different technology of seeing or way of seeing it, yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing in the Bingo Reddit before as well. What do you guys think about this concept?
I like it.
About do you know predisposition for disease for pets and animals? People love their pets and animals.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Jeff's the first to do it.
Huge market. I said, I just sent away my dog's DNA. I had to stick a thing up under his cheek and rub it in there for 30 seconds and stick it in a box and send it away. So I think that's a huge market. People want to know even, what breeds their dog or what breeds are in their dog and all its ancestry too. So, and it'll help find diseases and things as well. So there are any illnesses that they might have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people love their pets so much. Like it's almost annoying to me. I don't have any pets, not really my thing, but they love them so much. It's so crazy to me how much people will spend at the vet, how much people will drive shitty cars and take their dogs and just take such good care of them, which is good because they're animals and things. But It's so wild to me. Like people will be like, "Oh, I can't do this thing. I have to take care of my dog." It's like, man, you got to live your life too, you know.
Some
But
people are overboard and they actually take better care of their pets than they do their children. I mean, I've experienced, I've seen it. They just baby their dog or their whatever, and their children are kind of neglected. Yeah, people are crazy over all kinds of stuff.
I was looking at the total market cap of like I can't remember the pet industry and how much it brings in, but everything from, imagine when you're looking at your pets, you want to see what they should be eating as well. So imagine that you could just completely find
Choose
out.
Find like a good diet for them through their
the perfect
genetics.
diet, just like personalized medicine. We were talking about the
with the social anxiety.
Yeah.
Huh.
Over 100 billion market cap just in food supplies and care. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think about the vertebrate project as well, mapping out all of the species?
I love it.
Cool.
When I was in 7th grade, I had this teacher, Mr. Anderson. I'll never forget the student. He taught me keep plates clean or family gets sick is kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. And ever since that day, I've been obsessed with trying to figure out how we can actually decipher species versus like what actually counts as a genus, what actually counts as a phylum. Right. And I think we are going to be in like a whole new realm with some of that stuff, because when you start getting underlying code, you start really seeing, oh man, like this snail and this snake are way closer than like this snail is to other snails and things like that. You know, like I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be crazy because there's so many species as well. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, just got a call. Sorry. Yeah, there's so many species that are undiscovered. So when I was looking at the deep sea, there's a website called the Deep Sea, and you're scrolling, and literally within the ocean, I think they were saying that it was 5 million species undiscovered still on the planet, 5 million plus. Yeah, so yeah, just on this planet alone. I'm just thinking, wow, imagine what's on the other worlds. All those aliens to map as well.
Yeah, Sapphire is gonna scan the first alien.
Yeah,
for sure.
OGM the alien. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to head out. I'm gonna
thanks for doing this, man. We really appreciate it.
Let's make it a regular thing, man. Whenever I get stuff that I can feedback on and bounce ideas off, I love coming in here and speaking with you guys. So it'll be wicked, man. And I'll catch the other as well.
Yeah, we'll make
it. So we'll send this out. Yeah, we'll shoot this out to you. I'll probably do some fun edits where you get to spin and do fun stuff, because you don't get to do as much fun stuff on your channel, and I get to do whatever I want on the editing.
No,
so it'd be cool. All right, thank you so much, man.
We'll see you on your streams coming up here soon.
Wicked, bro. Wicked. All right, I'll catch you in a bit, man. Peace out.
Give us a Mr. Invest a Lot. Give it to us. Mr. Invest a Lot. Over out, baby. Right on. Thank you, man.
See you guys.
Peace.
Peace, man. Peace out.
Look at that haircut.
The man, the legend.
You like it?
The legend.
Henry, man.
I like it. I love it. I love it. Yo, did you get your LAN cable plugged in and everything?
I moved to a different area of the house, so I'm directly underneath my router.
All right, cool. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll use the back if I have to. But all right. So first of all, what the fuck is up? You know what I mean?
How's your job going, Henry? You just been running around like a
my new job's my job's got me crazy running around, so I'm all over the place. So I was up in Fresno, La Habra. I was up in Utah.
You're in La Habra, dude. You should hit me up. You're right down the street.
Oh, dude, but I'm up for work, bro. I'm doing a lot of driving. So next week I'll be in Nevada, New Mexico, and Texas. So I'll be all over the place. A lot of driving, a lot of work, a lot of driving. So not a lot of free time.
So when you get to your destination, what are you doing? Kind of what are you doing when you're getting to your destination? Just like installing a system of some kind, or
it really depends. I do anywhere between diagnostic works. I do surveys, whether they're going to do installations, or I'll do installs, or I'm doing upgrades. Things like that.
Okay.
But But on a side note, side note is my half Ironman in Cebu, Philippines looks like it's still on in August. So I'm gonna have to get back into training and lose my COVID-19 pounds.
Dude, I'm down to 190 from 215. When we started this podcast, I was 215, about 190 now.
Yeah,
shooting down.
I'm afraid of the scale, but I know I've dropped a little weight with this job.
I gotta lose some weight too.
So it's mandatory.
So I got my bike with me on my van. So I'm hoping wherever I land in Nevada or New Mexico or Texas, I get to take my bike out for a spin. I'm going to try to hit up the hotel for gym and pools. Try to get back in shape because even though it's a half Ironman, it's still no joke. We're talking 1.2 mile swim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 1.2 mile swim, 56-mile bike, and a half marathon. So
56-mile bike.
Well, versus 112 for a full Ironman, So and I have a full Ironman in Sacramento in October.
I feel like I made this joke last time, but I'm like not even trying to walk to the fridge. I'm so lazy, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But what's up with this fucking market, huh? All I got one thing. You know what? Fuck the hedges, man. The hedges suck ass big time. Yeah. They're just taking advantage of us because, for bingo, I mean, I was going to make a list of stocks that are down, but basically all speculative stocks are down. CPSH is a big one. They're down huge. OCGN's down, BNGO's down, just everybody. JMIA is down. Just everybody is freaking down. Yeah. The only thing that's really up right now in the market is, banks have pretty much gone sideways. But
Tesla.
I think Tesla, and right now a lot of focus is on crypto. Fuck crypto.
Even Bitcoin's down right now. Bitcoin's down, right?
My side note on crypto is our house does well on crypto because Katie takes care of all of it. So whenever I get paid in crypto for anything, I just send it to her. But we spend so much. Everybody thinks of cryptocurrency as this weird abstract entity, it's not real, But to obtain it takes so much energy that we've rolled back how much progress we made on energy conservation just by trying to mine Bitcoin and these things. It's insane. It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is such a weird anomaly. I mean, 84% of it is mined in China. That's kind of bizarre. But I had one Bitcoin early last year for $9,000. And if I would have just kept that one Bitcoin, would have hit 63. But I heard it dropped under 50. I saw 55. I know me and MJ were talking about this.
I saw 52. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it hit under 50. I haven't confirmed that, but that's
I think about 14% right last I saw.
Yeah, that's huge. But
my crypto account is giant. I have $2.35 in it right now.
Nice. Yeah, I think I have more change in my ashtray in my car. But, I'm not big. I'm not big on crypto. Probably because I missed a bandwagon, so I don't give a fuck. But anyway, I got a word of advice for everybody that's out there still holding bingo. Don't fucking sell. Seriously. I mean, the whole market's down. So why would you sell at a low? The whole concept of, you buy high and sell low. Come on, give me a break. I mean, that's for people that have no patience.
Bingo became a prime target for shorters too because it grew so fast. It wasn't sustainable, and so many piled on, and they just knew it was inevitably gonna drop down, and it's just been shorted to death.
I think.
Here we are here. I think it's settling out around 5 here where we are now, though.
I feel
we're gonna start heading back the other way. I'm pretty confident.
I think so too. I think it's going to bounce right back. But this is the unfortunate case where the hedges were selling short shares on bingo, and instead of having a short squeeze like GME or AMC or BB, we unfortunately fell right into the hands of the shorts, and we just got taken advantage of. But I think we've hit pretty much rock bottom, and we've only got up to go from here. So don't sell, hold on, and let's just enjoy the ride. Let's get back up there. We got earnings
so many
in
positive
60 days.
Yeah, mid-June, I think. Yeah. Did you hear the interview we had with Mr. Vestalot, Henry?
I did. That was exciting, man. That was awesome.
Wasn't it?
I enjoyed that.
that we
I wish
talked
I would have had
about
a visual on it, but man, you know,
you'll
he's
be
got
able
a
to see
very
it soon.
distinguishable voice. So
No, it was a good. It was.
yeah,
good
that was
Yeah, you'll
design,
definitely
good
be able to
interview.
scope it. Dude, it was so cool. Jeff was totally on top of it. Like I had a good time being there. It was funny. Like he's not he's not a celebrity per se, but he's well known. In what we do. And I
true.
definitely got I got the tingles when he knew who I was. And I jumped up. He was like, "I know who you are." I was like, "Shit," like. It's crazy, man. Like I never thought we would get to like episode 5, and here we are, cleaning up episode 8. Henry
That's
got
insane.
a haircut.
I got a haircut,
like,
exactly.
Like I gotta say, your energy.
Well, I think
feels really
everybody
good.
missed
You
it. I
feel
think
like
on
you're happy.
episode.
You're like
Yeah, I think episode 1 is when you guys saw my crazy ass hair. I was in the backyard doing the first episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my hair was insane.
Oh yeah, it was coming out the sides. Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
funny.
You look more like you concur now. I'll say that you're in concurrence right now.
I concur.
You got a job, so you had to trim up your hair, look acceptable.
Yeah, well, as a tech, I didn't really have to, but it was something I promised myself.
yeah.
If I got a job, I'd, look, get a haircut, and
Yeah.
so I did.
You got
Took
to
me a
get
week.
a haircut and get a real job.
Yeah, yeah,
Right on. Right on.
exactly.
So what else is new? Mom, Messenger of Moiseville, just sold his truck so he can buy more BNGO stocks. Brennan.
Hey, you buy the fucking dip, right? I mean, right
Buy the
now,
dip.
it's,
Yeah.
if
what you
anything,
do.
I wish I had capital right now because I'd be buying leaps like a motherfucker. I'd be buying some serious
Yeah.
ass leaps right now. But I took my capital and I actually, for my Henry's House of Gains, I
House of Good. Oh, all right.
House of Goods.
so dudes. But I think on the last podcast I was talking about JKS, right? So anything under I think 40 would have been a good buy for long term. But unfortunately, I didn't realize how close I was on my margins. So I actually exceeded my margins. So I picked up 500 shares of JKS at 38, and it's just been floating right at 38. But I think the solar industry is about to get a pop. So for our House of Gains, I'm saying keep an eye on solar, like Run, Enphase, JKS. Keep an eye on those right now because I think those are ready to pop. So if you got some money you want to throw at something, I would probably throw it into solar.
I always joke about it, but it happened. There's this sign by my house that's been just fucked up for like 20 years, and I'm always like, the day that they paint that sign and they fix the lights, that's when gentrification's coming. And I drove by. I took a picture of it. I'll put it right here. But there was a tech fixing the light, and I was like, here it comes, And that day they walked all of the houses around here and tried to sell everybody free solar. Like they install it and then they take the excess energy and then they bank it. And so like it's happening for sure. So I think that's a strong call.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, that reminds me. So burger fuel. This is the low key. We're not talking about it anymore other than I'm going to say the words. But the reason that came up is because the initials are BWF, I think. And that's my grandpa's initials. My mom emailed me, and she has apparently been buying people's initials. That's been her game for like the past 5 years. So she just like thinks about people and just buys their initials. And so she gave me a list. And so like one of them was JCLAX because her cat's name is Johnny Cat, and she found him right outside of LAX when she got in from a flight. One is Pandy, which is Pandora, but her other cat's name is Pandora. One is my sister's initials. One's my initials. One's my grandma's initials. One is my cousin's initials on both sides. And so she just has all these. And I went back and I looked at it for 2 years, and I'll put up like a little plethora of charts here. But all of them are up like 5,000% over 5 years. Like it's insane. It's insane.
Wait. You said time frame was 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And so like they were all penny stocks, and now all of them are just crushing. The only one that's not is Burger Fuel, and so we're gonna try and revive it. That was the.
Well, I bought a huge stake in it, but then I realized I just said this is not happening at this moment in time.
Yeah, it's
So
not happening yet.
yeah, I threw it into JKS.
So my
Um,
Henry's House of Gains is pick somebody you love, find out their initials, see the closest ticker, throw $1,000 at it, and just wait.
just forget about it.
Just forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah, buy $1,000 of bingo calls and then forget about it. The
Forget about
leaps,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
buy the leaps.
So what is it? 2023? Is that the big leap? Is that the move?
Either 2022, 2023, but 2022 is probably your best bet for the time being.
Mm.
For me, I don't have that kind of patience, so 2022 would be really tough. 2023 would be really tough.
Well, we didn't get to do a Jefford effect, and we didn't talk to Veg. I think we're going to talk to Justin tomorrow sometime. But do you have any picks you want to Jefford effect?
I didn't have anything in mind. No, wasn't prepared for that. No.
What about what you have currently from the previous picks? How are they doing?
Oh, that's right.
What was the last one? It was.
Let me look.
These are your picks.
I know it was a while ago.
Mine was JKS, and and then prior to that was JP Morgan. They hit earnings. I think they peaked at like 156. I was telling people to buy it at under the 150 mark.
Under
So
150,
if they would have, they would have been still in the money at this point in time. So
I do have a pick. It's HOFV. It's Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
As ventures, but they have like possibly NFT deal, and Ohio here is soon going to be legalizing online gambling, so they're going to be in that market.
Oh shit!
And they have they have a fantasy league, a football fantasy league, like that runs like through the whole season, and it's the way it's managed is kind of new and interesting, so it's something to check out. I think it's undervalued right now by quite a bit. It's around around 330. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and its enterprise value is worth more than what its stock value is. But what was the last? Yeah, what was the last pick?
Remember what it was? I do remember what it was, and now I don't remember what it was, but I wrote it down, and I was going to buy it, so I ended up selling. I cleared my paper account so that I could do the Jefford effect, and then we had too much fun, and I forgot to do it again because there was hymns. Was that you? Was that yours?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, that was his,
one.
right?
Yeah, and then there was another one after that.
There was another one after that though. Because
what was it?
I did well on hymns. I think I made like 52 grand on that in my paper account.
Oh,
after
nice.
that,
right? How many shares was that?
$260,000 worth or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, paper account's fun,
Yeah.
but it's such a mental masturbation,
It totally is. But there was you did have another one, and I looked at it. Let me look at my quotes. It was
I should know this.
WTRH is still in there. I'm on the. Oh, that would have been bad. I'm not in my paper money account. That's why I can't see it. I almost weird stuff to my real account.
So you're swapping them.
It was Okay, so ITRI, CVNA, CATB, WTRH, HIMS, and HOFV are my recent searches on this account. But there was it wasn't CPSH, was it? It was
No. Damn, my memory's so bad. Oh, well,
I have them
whatever.
listed somewhere.
To
Yeah,
look it
but it'll come up.
But
Yeah, it's so bad.
The whole thing is ridiculous. Yeah,
just
I started my paper money account at 25 grand, and I went in GME when we were at 40 on this last run, and I got out at 226, 589, 44, and I'm just so mad about it.
I'm so over GME, man. It's
so
crazy.
stupid.
But yeah, I mean, I have no capital to play with GME. AMC though might be a possibility, but I mean, there's some crazy things going on with AMC that I've been reading up on WSB, Wall Street Bets. So I mean, AMC is still probably a good possibility. Something's going to be happening pretty soon, but I don't have all the details in front of me. But that's something if you guys want to research out, probably take a look at AMC. That might have a nice squeeze coming up really soon.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm not doing it. I can't play it. I can't.
I tried.
All these Reddit plays are like They freaked me out.
Yeah, I
can't
got.
do it.
I think I have 5 days to get out of JKS. So right now, it's just hovering right at where my entry is.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the Jeffrey effect was. Was it? It wasn't Workhorse, not yet, right?
No. What the heck
No.
was it now?
Was it EV or some sort?
No.
Is it some
I
random
can't remember. I remember it was good though. It was
biotech?
good because
Was it-
there was one that you were riding for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was OPGN was one.
OPGN was
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
And then it was hymns last week, or
Hymns, yeah. And there was
Is
one
that-
more though.
I don't recall.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you come up with a Jeffrey effect, we'll just slap Jeffrey effect and we'll just run the tickets really fast.
run right through. Yeah.
Just throw it in there.
The
Oh, but
Yeah, I
so
mean-
I was going to say on a side note, I haven't been keeping touch with a lot of the YouTubers, but Dead Inside the last couple of videos. Well, he had a couple of them. Those are kind of a reality check. I kind of threw that
Yeah.
out there on the Discord, but he's got a strong conviction on a lot of stocks, and he mentioned Bingo again on this last one. It's just saying that everything's taken a hit. His big one was it CPSH, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that one was high 40s down to 20s, and now it's like under $10. But he's still in it. His account's red on a lot of stuff, and he's not selling. He's not worried.
he's dead inside.
That's true. I think that's the whole point he was trying to make. You got to be dead inside and just write it out. I mean, it is what it is. But it's just kind of a reality check, so people don't go, "Oh, it's just bingo." No, it's not, dude. It's the whole freaking market. So just chill.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty much all I had to say. For what it's worth, I was just looking forward to talking to you guys for a little while. So
I haven't been on I haven't been on Twitter in ages. I haven't been on a lot of things in ages, but I heard rumors. I mean, what's the I don't know if you guys heard anything about.
I've heard some rumors. What do you think? What are you talking about?
I'm thinking about ARC. What are you thinking about?
What do you think about?
I'm asking you, man. I mean, I think it's about timing. I think that's why Simon's been silent. He hasn't been pushing back or either pushing for it or against it. He's always stayed neutral. And when it does come to optical gene mapping, he did say some positive things about a month ago. That kind of reverberated throughout the Bionano Genomics people everywhere. So I think he still has a hard on for Bionano for sure.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, come on.
Say,
they rolled out that, what is it? The big ideas for 2021. Was it? I don't know if that's what it was called, but Bionano was in it. Remember, there was that big. Yeah, they were up in there.
They were in the slide. They were in the slide.
Exactly. Right.
Well, I don't know. As far as all that goes, the one thing that I'll say about all of that is I feel like we contributed to the peacekeeping for sure. With what was it, episode 2? Whenever we did the big arc thing, I feel like our following's kind of grown, and like all the bulls out there, we love you. Like thanks for keeping it real with Ark and keeping it real with Simon, and not pushing his buttons like everybody was. I think that was really important.
Right.
And I think we've seen different things since then. Like the interactions have been more worthwhile and stuff like that.
Right. So I think we've all backed off of Simon's case, because I know we were after him pretty hard and heavy in January, but but now that we know,
there are some fucking assholes on Twitter right now. Good Lord, dude. Oh my God. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They're just panics.
I think it's all about timing. So enough said about that. We'll just see what happens. And as far as Catalyst, what else we got for Catalyst for Bingo right now?
We just had last week. What was it that we talked about with Mr. Besselot? I can't remember the
was it AGCT?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
right,
and then
AGCM or something.
Yeah.
AGCM.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I have no idea. I can't remember. Dude, I haven't had any time to watch stuff. It sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, all I've been doing is a lot of this. So,
Driving.
All over the states.
Well, Jeff's been building his. I'm gonna put a picture of that up. The deck is so beautiful, dude. It's so like you gotta come out and help me. I got some ideas. It's so beautiful. Like I've just been. I painted my greenhouse, painted the shed, got everything tightened up, finished the pool, sand filter, finished the studio. We're having the floors redone, so just like slowly, same kind of stuff. But I mean, it's weird. I feel like the busyness kind of hit everybody at once. Even Vitronk, you, Veg.
Veg kind of dropped. I hope he's all right, man.
I talked to him. He's all right. I talked to him
good?
finally. I think he's had family stuff or whatever. So we'll all touch base with him soon. And I mean, I'm gonna get him to record the intro to this. So by the time you hear it in the episode, you'll have heard the intro we're talking about now. It'll be a weird time warp, but so that'll be good. Yeah.
Cool. So April, May, June. So June 18th, I think is earnings, right? Roughly June 18th. So about 60 days.
From what I can tell, from some people, I have heard that revenues can be quite dashing.
I heard it's gonna absolutely smash.
It's gonna smash, yeah.
Absolutely smash.
So, I mean, I'm holding.
Concur.
I've got 2,500 shares. I've just been slowly. I bought my last 250 at was it 540 last week, and that was the last of really what I have to spend on stuff. But more or less for the next 2-3 months while I wait to start my PhD. So. I'm just kind of saving because I won't have nearly the income coming in because I can only teach 1 or 2 classes while I work on that stuff. So pretty much just holding to 100. That's it. So take me to $250,000. Let's go.
No, right? For real.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Right on.
All right. Well, is that gonna do it?
I think that's it. I think that's all we got.
I miss Justin going, and that's full bull.
Yeah, that's the Full Bull podcast.
Yes.
The way he does it is so sick. Like I
know. He blows my mind how he finishes it up for us. I mean, he's just awesome at it.
He has the moment. He has that moment. He has like just the way he does all that stuff is just so cool, man. Like his voice, everything.
His voice is
built for it.
He's so smooth. He's so smooth.
He's smooth. Smooth operator.
What I will say about like the podcast in general is like I feel like we all had an idea of what we kind of wanted to do when we started, like what kind of personality we thought we had or wanted to do or whatever. And like you like Jeff, you started the intro originally. It was like you were the grandfather. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh man.
But you were like you were the granddaddy of the Full Bull podcast, and then I was like, "Fuck it, yeah, let's go." I don't know anything about anything, but I'll be stupid and have a great time.
Exactly.
And so then it turned out that Henry starts bringing these really nuanced pieces with Henry's House of Gains that really like make you think in certain ways, and my skill set turned out to be reasonable and do things, and with like you're insane because you've got the Jeopardy effect, you've got Final Jeopardy and Jeopardy. You've got there's one more. What's the last one? There's one more that has Jeff in it. I can't remember what it is.
His name.
There's one more Jeff segment, isn't there?
No.
Tech Talk with.
And there's Tech Talk with Vitronk.
Yeah.
And like I always kind of thought that you Jeff would be doing the Tech Talks, and then Justin just like took off between his intros and that he's just so good at it. Yeah. And like I couldn't do that just because I just meander. So I meander so hard. And so like it's been cool to kind of watch everybody like give space and give way for everything. So like let's keep it together. We're at 8 now. Figure we got 9, we got 10.
And we're almost at 600 views on YouTube, just on YouTube alone for our last episode.
That's right.
That's better than 2 views. That's awesome.
Well, dude, I think we're at like I'll look a little later, but I think it's like 3670 across all platforms, or 3870
for the last episode.
They love us. They really love us.
Yeah. No, it's silly, but I think there's people come to us in red days, and I want them to come to us in green days, but they can't come to us in green days unless we have green days. So,
Yeah, and these red days are almost over, I think. So
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just remember, don't fucking sell.
Don't fucking sell.
Don't fucking sell.
All right, I'm gonna go eat meatballs, and I think I'm gonna have meatballs and potatoes. It's this thing I've been trying where you take meatballs and you cut them and you put them on a potato with pesto. Highly recommend.
Anyways, so you must be familiar with Portos in LA. You know Portos?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know you know Portos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cuban food. They got the potato balls, dude.
Exactly.
Untouchable.
Yeah. Exactly.
Untouchable. And you can order it. You can order online. They will deliver it to your house.
That's a great face. That's a great pause face. For real? For how far?
To deliver it, I think it only takes like a day and a half. They send it, with dry ice, and it's frozen. You cook it at home.
They'll DoorDash it for me for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for you. I mean, I'm down south. I'm by Mexico.
So whoever gets the first yacht can host the first yacht party, but I want to host a full bull party here once we all get some time. Maybe what would be cool, what I think would be cool, is for earnings. I have a green screen in the back now for my lectures and stuff. I want to do we get Jeff and his wife to come down, we get you to come over, we get Veg to fly out. And I'll set up, I have enough rooms to house everyone with their own room while you guys are here. And we'll set up a news stand basically. So like sportscasters, how they sit and they
put a whole bunch of episodes.
All
just
at the same
crank
time.
them. Yeah. But we should do, if we did it around earnings, maybe we could all watch earnings together. We could do like we did, but more real with Katie's nice camera, and we could have some production quality. I thought,
imagine if we did earnings live.
That's what I'm saying. So we should do the master's program at Long Beach. The video program is supposed to be awesome. I've done a couple of music videos with them for different stuff, and I think I could talk to one of the professors over there and see if they have any students who are looking for a master's thesis in journalism, because that's their cross study, and so we could have them come do a news journalism style earnings video, super high quality, super fun, let's just cool. I'm just trying to get to just think about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get your jabs. Also, Henry, did you get your vaccine?
I'll fly out.
No, not yet. I mean, I've tested COVID-19 negative, but I haven't got my vaccine as of yet. So I know I got an email saying that I'm supposed to go in for it, but it's supposed to be scheduled, and I haven't been able to schedule it because I've been out of town.
That's right. I will go get that done. If we need to do a reverse Canada, and you can come here, and I'll smuggle you a vaccine in the U.S. No problem.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Somehow.
I'm gonna go. Henry, it was so good to see you, man. I'm so happy.
You too.
It's nice to see you twice in a week, Jeff. I love that shit.
Yeah. All right, dude.
I'm gonna get Justin to just do this thing so that we don't have to do it.
See ya.